Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 154 of our Be a Better You annual challenge. This year we're doing one thing every day to be a better version of ourselves. Why? Because it's the only thing we can do. The only thing we can really do in our life is to become the best possible version of ourselves. And no one else can do it for us. No one else can take it away from us. Whatever we create in our life. So today we're talking about, this whole month, we're talking about the contribution area aspect of the 9-part life framework that I use and share with pretty much everybody who will listen. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. And we've talked about several of those areas. We'll talk about all 9 of them this year. We'll focus on each one for a month, and we'll cover different topics with respect to it. And then we'll probably do No Nonsense November, because that's where we kind of culminate everything we've learned so far. And then December, we start to get ready. We tie up this year's activities and we move into and plan ahead for next year. This is kind of the format we've been following for the last, 4 or 5 years now. So today our topic is core values, specifically with respect to contribution area and aspect for life, giving, things outside of us. How do we impact things outside of us? Things like our legacy. What do we leave behind? And that is more than just money, right? It's more than money or resources. It's what do we leave behind as a reminder of a life well lived. I guess all of us want to live our lives well, right? With a lot of trial and error, a lot of experimentation along the way, but that's our overarching purpose, is to be the best possible version of ourselves and to make a positive impact on the world, right? I guess some people just want to make an impact on the world, so they don't mind if they make a negative impact on the world, because that's how they get their 15 minutes of fame and then die and nobody remembers them a year from now. But what is it that you want to contribute? So how do we identify contribution core values? And then what we're going to do today, I'm big on brainstorming. If you haven't figured that out yet, I'd be surprised, because we brainstorm just about any problem, any situation, any possible options to solve a problem or create solutions to a situation. And so we do it literally, maybe even a dozen times a month. I say we brainstorm. So today I'm just going to stick with the traditional, my favorite 10-3-1 tool. And we're not going to do the 3 and the 1, but we are going to do the 3. We're going to brainstorm a minimum of at least 10 of your core values with respect to contribution, contributing to life outside of yourself, right? We can think about contribution in terms of what we're contributing to ourselves, but that's what pretty much the rest of the areas of the life framework are about. They're about us. Really, the whole thing's about us, but contribution is, how do I impact the rest of the world? So, for example, I've already got 8 of mine knocked down, and I'll share mine. I'm perfectly happy to share mine. Number 1, continuous improvement. Number 2, lifelong learning. 3, make the world a better place with respect to contribution. 4, have a positive impact on those that I meet, meaning make the world a better place. That's probably on here. It is. I just said it. I said word, make the word a better place. Be an example, not a warning, as much as possible, right? Treat everyone the way I want to be treated. Give to receive what I want to receive in my life. And then get out of things what I put into them. So that's 8 of my top core values. Maybe those are thoughts and beliefs too. Might have pulled some of those from there. But what things are, I guess creativity needs to go on my list, because that's always been one of mine. I like to do them while I think of them. So creativity is a big one for me. And problem solving, I don't know. So I will do my list. I encourage you to do yours. We're going to come up with at least 10 contribution related core values. And then we're going to pick our top 3. And I say, just share one of your top 3. It doesn't have to be your top one, but share one of your top 3. I don't have a problem sharing making the world a better place. Every day and every way, I'm trying to make the world a better place because I'm here, not a worse place because I'm here. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I fail. That's human nature. And then I learn from my failures and do better next time. So that's continuous improvement. That is our action item today. If you have a hard time, or if you don't know what contribution core values are, just Google it, or whatever search engine you use. Say contribution core values. Get AI to help you, whatever, to get a list, and then pick the ones that are yours, that relate to you, right? And, there's, I don't know how many core values there are with respect to contribution, or that can be turned to have something to do with contribution, but there's probably 100 or more. So our ability to find our top 3 is pretty easy, and we don't have to come up with our own list. If it helps to look at other people's lists or other businesses lists or other lists, use that as your starting off point, right? I do things and use tools like that all the time, because our life isn't supposed to be hard and complicated. It's supposed to be smooth and flowing most of the time. All right, any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, have an amazing day, and I'll of course do it tomorrow.